Plus Ultra! Welcome, heroes. We just finished this week's episode of My Hero Academia.
Now, all of us are caught up on the manga, however, no spoilers will be discussed.
Subscribe and tune in each week for our reactions. This week it was episode 65, Overhaul.
Or rather, the actual first episode
True,
of this season.
Yeah.
true. Last episode was a filler, but we finally get to see our boy Overhaul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit!
Oh, yeah, aptly named. He came in there and stole the show,
He came in like
man.
a boss. Oh my god.
I love what they did with the coloring of his character design, too. I mean, like we said, we've all read the manga, and he's a messy character. He's kind of just a black blob.
Yeah.
Them making the jacket green, throwing the white tie on
The
him.
purple,
He
power
looked
purple.
like a really well put together character
Yes,
design now,
yeah.
and
And
I
then-
really appreciate
yeah.
it.
Them keep doing the white in the center, and he's got the white tie, and it does nicely mirror, like later Midoriya and everybody else has the red tie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is a good, he's a good design for the show. He came in, he had his message, and he really showed up the League of Villains, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
do you have a plan? What's going on?
Which is a great criticism of Shigaraki. But I do love that, this is a change we'll talk about in a second, but Shigaraki still dodged the dart
Yep.
and fucking took one of his dudes out, and then was the one that was like, no, we're cool.
Yeah.
We're good. I took
think,
one of yours, you took one of mine, we're good.
Yeah, we talked about the dart being something that's not introduced at this point in the manga. So it being introduced at this point, obviously kind of plants that seed a little bit earlier, but it also in this moment makes Shigaraki seem like a lot more of a badass than he would have been otherwise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he kind of looks like he just gets spanked.
I mean, which does happen, but yeah, this is definitely, again, this is why watching the anime is so exciting. They put in the little extra pieces, even with the character of the Magnet Boy.
I don't know if I was a big fan of that.
That was just thrown in so unexpectedly, and I was like, well, he is gonna die in 2 seconds. So just get it all in there, get it all out. It's fine, it's fine. But I really liked the voice they chose for Overhaul. It was very dark and sinister. He's just I really like what he said. He was like, okay, now that All for One is out, All Might is out, we need a new leader. Who's it gonna be?
Yeah.
So
And
now the battle starts.
Exactly, and he's not even there's no, we're working together.
Yeah.
That's the best
We
part
have
about
to,
it.
yeah.
He's like, no, here's my card. I know I killed someone. You killed one of my guys. We're
Would you
even
calm
or whatever.
down?
I owe you an arm.
Yeah,
He's very real. He's very realistic about. I know who I'm dealing with. I know I'm also young. They don't. It's he's such an interesting character because of that.
Well, he seems eager to build, right?
Yes.
Because Shigaraki is kind of a lazy villain, right?
Yeah.
He
can fail
he's
as many
messy
times as
and
he
he
wants.
doesn't care exactly. But Overhaul came and was very much no, I'm moving now. This is the time.
Spoken like a true broke-ass millennial.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have daddy's money,
Yeah.
all right? I need lots of it, so we are running a racket
Let's
here.
get this plan
You
started.
need to, he's like that entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, absolutely though. He's moving into fill that void.
Oh, God. That beak is just a big vape, He's,
Yeah.
that's
I love
his
it.
level.
I love it.
On the voice too, it would have been so easy for them to let's make his voice really deep and muffled because he's wearing a giant fucking beak, and they just didn't. And I'm thank
That's
you,
perfect,
thank you very
exactly.
much.
Thank you very
He
much.
sounds like a very finicky but also disgusting person. And
Yeah,
that
he
fits-
does the white thing.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
this shit on him.
disgusting.
He's complaining about it before he even came in.
Yeah.
He's got the gloves on, which just fit perfectly. Yeah, everything about him is cool. We get to see his little entourage. Yeah, we know they look weird.
They're Yakuzas.
Yeah,
They have to be. They have to dress code. They have their dress code, okay?
They've got
Right,
the
yeah.
Exactly.
Crow gang.
Gotta have a beak.
Crow gang on point. They are definitely 100%
Beaks
in.
only.
Yeah. It's a smaller, tighter, weirder group now,
Yeah.
the Yazuka. But yeah, the rest of the episode, also great. We had a lot of more setup. Really.
Yeah, just early going. I remember in the manga it being such a moment where they were Maria was gonna be All Might's successor, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's a tricky relationship now. But they just kind of threw it in this episode early. I assume we'll get an episode where
It's
made more of a moment.
Yeah, no, it's just interesting that they are feeding the audience to sort of build the interaction.
Yeah.
And the interaction is great. We get there, we find out how weird or
Night-Eye is,
interesting or
Yeah.
strange Night-Eye is.
Poor Bubble Girl.
Yeah, she
Poor Bubble Girl.
Rip Bubble Girl.
Poor Bubble.
She looked into it. What you mean? What
no,
you
that's
mean?
the best. In the slow mo, everybody's doing their thing and she's just in the
He
back.
just gets ready to make the face. Oh my
so
god.
good.
Oh,
yeah,
a
I'm
lot
excited.
a lot of humor here. A lot of good characters are gonna get set up, and like just new interactions.
Yeah.
Like we got to hear Night Eye's first line. We got to hear his whole deal.
His position, like the way he stands,
They're making him so weird, which is good because he wears a suit. That's a superhero costume.
Yeah.
So they give all of that character to how he
language.
stands,
Yes.
his body language.
New JoJo villain.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
Honestly.
boy's got a spine whipping around like a
His
snake.
waist is just way too high.
Yeah.
Like
He's
It's perfect.
good. It's
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah, no, but definitely, God, just so exciting and actually refreshing. You know what I mean?
And we talked about this in our season 1 review too. One of the things we loved so much about My Hero Academia was the speed at which it moves.
Right.
And I think this episode, we had our filler episode. This is kind of our real first episode. It's moving with speed, which also gives me better hope for that opening, which I'm kind of on
Yeah.
still.
Well,
I don't think we'll
reveal
have it for
anything.
very long.
Oh
I'm
no,
hoping.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an early fix they're gonna do. But again, I don't feel like they wanted to reveal too much.
Yeah.
Because things do get revealed quickly. I mean, Night Eye, Bubble Girl, all of the Yazuka villains like actually get shown proper. I mean, we're already seeing the mechanics.
Oh, the heroes.
I feel like the animators didn't have a lot to work with yet. It's like, just like we don't know that little girl's name yet, technically.
Nani?
Like, even though she's in the ending and the opening, we're like, okay,
We'll get introduced to her soon, so I'm excited.
It's coming up. I'm excited too. Let us know down in the comments below how you guys are feeling about this episode, and we will catch you next week.
眠れない闇